year. The route is 50 miles long, through a series of locks which lift a vessel 84 feet above sea level. Gleaming white towers are the nerve centers which control progress through the locks. The ship's movement is recorded on special instruments housed in this tower, which enable the operator to control it every foot of the way. Electric locomotives called mules pull the ship. They weigh 50 tons and move along at 2 miles an hour. With the ship inside the first lock, the tower operator turns the switch, which closes the 7-foot-thick gates and fills the lock. The ship is traveling in fresh water from the time it goes through the first lock until it is let down to sea level again in another ocean. Because the locks are too narrow for present-day superliners and for our larger aircraft carriers, plans are being made to modernize the canal either by building a third set of locks or by converting it to a sea-level canal. Today, the importance of the canal has grown increasingly vital in a world which has taken sides. Using this shortcut to many of the world's ports saves time and money for both the military establishment and commercial trade operating the canal. Keeping the passage open is the responsibility of the Panama Canal Company. Maintaining its security is the job of the armed forces on duty. When a simulated alert sounds, everybody knows what they're supposed to do. It's into action, on the double. The smoke pots are fired up. They're a key part of any plan for the defense of the canal. Minutes after the sound of the alert, the entire canal zone is alive with activity. Units set in motion, on their way to take up positions in accordance with plan. Great clouds of smoke billow out in a protective cloak to hide the vital waterway. The pots are positioned to completely obscure the canal no matter which direction the wind blows. Our maneuvers spread over the jungles which surround the government strip, a concession granted by the Republic when we withdrew our land forces from Panama after World War II, but retained the right to hold exercises on its territory. These are fast mobile units training to the top of efficiency. Their sharpness, a constant guarantee for any military emergency. Tanks based at Fort Clayton crashed through the dense jungle growth to take up their position against the simulated aggressors. Air cover is an important part of the unified operation. As one of our country's most important outposts, indispensable to our defenses and to the collective security of the Americas, the Panama Canal must be kept open and operating. This is the mission of the United States forces, the mission of the soldier in Panama.
A vital mission protecting the Panama Canal, that thin ribbon of water which has proved to be one of our most valuable assets in both peace and war. This is Sergeant Stuart Queen. Tune in again next week to this station for another look at your Army in action on The Big Picture.
The Big Picture is a weekly television report to the nation on the activities of the Army at home and overseas. Produced by the Signal Corps Pictorial Center. Presented by the U.S. Army in cooperation with this station. You can be an important part of the big picture. You can proudly serve with the best equipped, the best trained, the best fighting team in the world today, the United States Army.